Namaskar friends. A few days back, on the occasion of my birthday, one of my students who stays in Assam and he manages a tea estate sent me a gift of big bag of tea leaves. It was a big bag around 10 kg tea leaves, and I felt very much thankful to him, but restrained myself to inform him that I don't take tea. I don't drink tea. Occasionally, I consume white tea or green tea, but I completely shun black tea. I never consume black tea, and in this video, you will understand, you will learn what is the difference between white tea, green tea, black tea, and what are the harms of tea, and what are the benefits of tea, and what you should do if you want to drop the habit of drinking tea. So this episode of the my channel is going to be very interesting, and you will like it. So please listen complete video, and if you like it, don't forget to subscribe my channel. So what is the difference between black, white and green tea? Actually, these are not different teas. These are these are leaves of the same plant, but due to difference in their manufacturing process, they get different colors, and that's why they are called with different names. So when we develop the leaves, the most delicate goes into the process of making white tea. The less soft leaves go into green tea, and the last one goes into black tea. So, but how their color is changed? Because in the case of black tea, it is oxidized. It is oxidized, processed, more and more processed. So with the passage of time, its color changes to black. And the tea which is least processed, it is called white. And the one which is dried in high temperature without processing a lot, it is called green tea. So the most antioxidants are in the white tea, and a bit less antioxidants are in the green tea, and black tea has the least antioxidants. And if you are aware about the health benefits of antioxidant, you must have understood that black tea should not be consumed, or it should be avoided, because they don't have any antioxidants. Moreover, the black tea is the most stimulating out of all these three. It is most stimulating. You get, and if you consume a lot, it causes a bit intoxicating. Okay, so this is the way. And the black tea is has the most preservative. You can keep it for years and years, but you cannot keep white and green tea for a longer period, because they are delicate. They have not been preserved in like that, so they cannot be. They have not been processed, so you cannot store white tea and green tea for a very long period, because they may get deteriorated. So you know now which one is most processed, which one has the least antioxidant, and which is the most stimulating. So by now you must have understood that black tea is the inferior most inferior, and green tea is better, and white tea is the best. And I want to share with you people a very interesting anecdote told by our senior persons, elderlies. When the tea estates were started in the northeast and other hills areas, and mostly these were started by the Englishmen, they took out most short, most delicate, best leaves, and they created the white tea and green tea. But the most inferior parts of the that tea plant was they couldn't throw it out, so they processed a lot, and then black tea came out. But it was most stimulating, but the taste was a bit bitter due to high processing. Taste was bitter, so they they thought how to use this. So they got a very brilliant idea. They mixed this black tea, which was very bitter, with meat and sugar. And this was the invention of the masala tea, which is now famous all around the globe, not only in India, Pakistan and Bangladesh. So it is famous all around the globe. They then mixed with milk and sugar and distributed in their power centers like Kolkata, Chennai, and Allahabad, and cities like this free. On the crossings, they kept a big pot, and the tea was boiling with milk and sugar, and they were distributing free. So first the poor men, and thereafter everyone enjoyed, and they got very good stimulant. Without understanding the side effects of black tea, they consumed. They became very habitual, and it became very popular throughout India. And with the passage of time, a lot of variants came. People added a lot of spices, cardamom, and so many things. So it became popular, and now people are consuming it without understanding the initial conspiracy by the owners of the estate. Initially it was free, but now we are paying a lot of money. Okay, so I believe that you must have understood what is the difference between white, green and black tea. So let me list the bad effects of the tea. And when I am saying bad effects are harmful effects on your health, it is more true for the black tea, and especially the tea which is where milk and sugar is added with the tea, it becomes very fatal combination for your health. So if you are consume a lot of tea, more than 3/4 cup tea for a day, you will feel nausea. You will feel nausea, whatever you are having in your stomach or in your intestine, it may come out along with vomiting. Next is the heartburn. You may, due to tea causes hyperacidity in your body. So if you are consuming tea a lot, then you may feel hyperacidity, and along with this, you may feel heartburn and a lot of burn in your intestine. And the next thing, it will affect your whole digestion system. You may feel gastric problems. You may feel indigestion, you may feel constipation. All these problems you may face if you are consuming a lot of tea, especially black tea, and moreover, it is truer if you are adding milk and sugar to the tea. One of the biggest problems with tea is the iron deficiency, because it obstructs the consumption of iron in your body. If you are eating a lot of food which is rich in iron, but if you are simultaneously taking tea, even a bit earlier or a bit later, it will restrict the absorption of iron in your body, and result may be that even you may have anemia in your body. This is especially applicable on the ladies, and which will lose a lot of iron if you are having tea. First, it will not allow to absorb in your body, and secondly, it will cause release of iron in your urine. Another big problem is the dental issues. Tea affects your dental health in two ways. First, if you are consuming it with milk and sugar, and you don't wash your mouth after having tea, the tea decay starts. Second thing, due to its harmful effect, your teeth may get weaker, because calcium level in your body may get affected. Calcium level may be affected. Another negative effect is that if you are consuming a lot of tea, and if you are having less, then you will feel withdrawal symptom. You will not be able to live a normal life. Another thing is that dehydration. If you're not consuming a lot of water with a lot of tea, then you will feel dehydration. It causes a lot of effect on your overall health. Nowadays, the biggest problem, especially the young people are facing, is the disturbed sleep. Whatever hours you are sleeping, you will feel that you are not getting actually any benefits. Actually, you are not getting any benefits. You are not, when you are awakened, you will not feel good enough after having tea. Another thing is that some serious problems I am going to give an idea. The quantum of aluminum is very high in the tea leaves, especially black leaves. And if you are consuming a lot of tea, the high amount of aluminum going into your body may cause a lot of effect, negative effect on your cognitive faculty. Even it has been found by the scientists that it may cause Alzheimer's disease, which is very harmful. And in the 2013, one very big scientific survey was done and found that even tea contained lead and aluminum, there are complete evidence in this regard. So you should shun immediately consumption of tea. And another thing is that fluoride exposure is the content of fluoride in the tea, especially black tea, is very high. It again causes your teeth problem to the great extent. You must have, if you are read literature about health, you might be knowing what are the negative effects of tea. Then other thing is oxalates. Oxalates are the very minor stony things you have, and they cause kidney stones. And once the tea when you are consuming tea, it start to bind the free calcium in your body and creates kidney stone in a very, very, very fine manner. So if you have proximity or probability of having stones in your body, you may immediately withdraw the consumption of tea. And the last one is that very bad type of caffeine in your tea leaves. It is called theanine, and it is considered very harmful. And you'll be astonished to understand that the dry tea leaves has much more caffeine than the dry coffee beans. So you must have understood how much problem you might face if you are consuming tea. So these were the harmful effects on your health by consuming tea, which I will again repeat, which is more truer in case of black tea, especially if you are adding tea, sugar and milk with the tea. Now I will give you benefits of the tea. Benefits of tea. A lot of literature has been written and most probably sponsored by the tea companies. What are the benefits of tea? I will list them. First, they relieve you from the stress. They are stress busters. Because it has stimulating effect. It has caffeine. It certainly relieves you from the stress. But believe me, after some time, you will become habitual and you will require more tea for getting same stress burst relief. So the consumption of tea will increase, and along with that, the harmful effects will also increase. Next, and people have also told, some scientists have told that it improves your skin health. It is source of energy because you are consuming milk and sugar. It enhances weight loss and it gives strength to body. It reduces fracture risk. It helps in cancer. It helps in cardiovascular diseases and so many things. But I had to say that all these claims had never been substantiated in any detailed study. And at the best, you can say that these are the only hearsay. And only one thing I am convinced, that is the weight loss. And this is the reason even new generation consumes a lot of tea. But believe me, it is not exactly weight loss, it is the bad health. Because when you are consuming a lot of tea, you are not getting the required nutrients and your body starts to decay. And with this, either you will gain a lot of weight or you will lose a lot of weight. Either a thing may happen depending on your whole metabolism. So I believe that, I have to say that there are no apparent proven benefits of the tea, especially black tea. So ideally you should sell the tea immediately, because I already told you the anecdote how the black tea or masala tea has become popular after free distribution. It is a sign of your slavery, sign of your slavery, the remnants of slavery of the England to India. So if you are consuming tea, you are slavery. You are part of that slavery conspiracy. So now I will tell you, if you are convinced with me and going to leave the drinking tea, what will happen to you? So if you are consuming more than 2, 3, 4 cups of tea daily and consuming 8 to 10 cups or 6 to 8, 10 cups of tea daily, you may face very high quantum of withdrawal symptom. You may go into depression, you may lose interest in daily activities. So you should not take this step in a complete, you should not leave drinking tea the whole completely. So you should go step by step. So suppose that if you are drinking 10 tea cups of tea daily, so for a few weeks, 2, 3 weeks, you should consume 7, 8 cups. Thereafter, for 2, 3 weeks, 3, 4 cups. Thereafter, in this way you can reduce. There is one way. Second way is that switch from black tea to green tea, thereafter green tea to white tea. So this is also a way to restrict the consumption of tea and gain good health. One formula I can give you, you may create concoction of fennel seed, carom seed and cumin seeds. These three you may grind and prepare a dry powder and take a spoon full of this powder and followed by a glass of hot water or lukewarm water. Another way is just boil this powder into water and sip this water. Then you will not get so much urge of consuming tea. But my ideal advice is that please avoid drinking a lot of tea, especially black, and especially if sugar and milk is added into it. My wishes for your good health, and certainly the student who had sent me 10 kg tea leaves will be not be happy to see this video, but I advise him also, please don't drink tea. I'm Achary Kalki Krishnan. Namaskar to Brahman into you all.